Hey guys, welcome back to Black Star Anime, the anime community's voice of reason. I'm one of your hosts, Manny.
And I'm Cody.
And you're watching Let's Talk Anime. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about what we're still watching for the 2015 summer anime season.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Alright, similar to how we did last time, we're going to go over a few shows that we're still watching, but before that, we're going to get into shows that we watched a few episodes of and decided we're not going to keep pursuing.
Yeah, not at all.
First on our list, me and Cody both watched and we're not watching anymore, is School Live.
School Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was School Live for a while.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But they're living at school, so now it makes sense.
This was, in my head, supposed to be awesome.
It's a great concept.
Yeah, so it's a zombie anime. It's another zombie apocalypse anime. But all the main characters, they're like 12 to 14-year-old girls.
They're not, though. They're supposed to be 17 and 18.
Oh,
they look
12.
Like, they all look like they just
12.
got to middle school.
Terrible.
So instantly turned off.
Alright, look, this is the issue. If you have a zombie anime, A, show the zombies. They kind of do that.
They do.
B, show the zombies doing zombie things, which is, i.e., eating people or other whatever zombie.
They didn't do that.
They didn't do this.
At least not in the first
They
episode.
censored this in such a way that whenever a zombie would start to eat another classmate, it would like magically just start to zoom out and get blurry, or it would be like in the peripheral, one of the main characters, so they're not really seeing it. I'm like, no. I didn't come here for that. I came here for zombies.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing.
Well, one of the things I think is bad is I think we're not the demographic for this show.
Possibly, yeah.
That's probably one of the things that's wrong.
This is like
for us.
This is like PG zombies. No, I'm not about that. Instant drop.
Another issue I had is I didn't find none of the characters really likable.
No,
like, I
they
didn't
all
really
suck.
like any of the characters. I liked the dog. The dog was the coolest character.
Yeah.
And he wasn't enough to carry the show. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm not watching it anymore.
No. Next one, Chaos Dragon.
I watched an episode of Chaos Dragon, and I was intrigued because it's a clean show. Mm-hmm. Like, they have good cinematography too, but I felt like I was jumping into episode 6 when I watched episode 1. Like,
So no world building, no character building.
they got right into it. Like, I followed this guy for 3 minutes, then I followed this guy for 3 minutes, and I'm like, who's that guy? Who's this guy? What the heck's going on? Like,
Yeah.
they didn't explain anything, and
No.
then stuff is happening, and I was like...
Sometimes it's okay to jump into an anime, but it depends what they're jumping into. So say if there's like
Yes.
a power system behind it that they're not gonna hold your hand and explain every single step of the way, that's okay.
I'm okay when you don't
explain the
hold my hand
world,
for that.
explain at least the main character, what's going on with them.
I didn't learn anybody. I think I learned the main character's name. That's it. Everybody else he was interacting with, I don't know any of their names. I was like, this is so confusing. I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. And right, like I was telling you earlier, in the first episode, there's the child of prophecy cliche. There's the dark power cliche. Like right off the gate, I was like, I don't know. Well,
It's alright.
I don't think I'm gonna keep watching.
It's alright. Disappointment of the decade, probably.
Oh,
Dragon
man.
Ball Super. All the hype around this show.
I was so hyped
Just for
this
a huge letdown.
Oh man.
This is like, oh man, dude.
Well, no, we'll see. It might get better, but right now, essentially, what they're doing is they're playing out the two. I'm assuming the two movies. They're gonna do Bills and Battle of the Gods, the movie, as an anime series, as well as.
Initially, I was butthurt about that. I was like, you're just recycling everything that the movies did into a series mode. Whatever. I came here for Dragon Ball. Came here for some fights. Let's see it. When you make the fights look like my 2-year-old daughter drew them. No, you don't do that. You don't do that to Dragon Ball.
No.
Don't do that to like almost any anime, but especially Dragon Ball. Have some respect.
Yes.
Like, it's Sailor Moon Crystal all over again. I guess I'll watch some of it, but you're crapping out on the quality of the weekly episodes or like bi-weekly, whatever this is running, and then you clean it up in a Blu-ray. No, don't do that.
Very disappointed.
It's terrible.
I'm not watching anymore for now.
No,
I'll
I'm
probably come back to it like when they're on episode 50.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know.
Turd of the year. So disappointing.
Yeah.
God.
Another one I watched was Bikini Warriors. It's one of those short series, 3 or 4 minute. I think it's 4-minute episodes.
Mm-hmm.
and it's exactly what you and I both said we were. There was nothing but big boobs and hentai, not hentai, ecchi just to be ecchi. Mm-hmm. Like, that was literally the point of every episode. I saw like 4 episodes. I was like, all right, I'm done. Mm-hmm. This isn't what I came for.
No, it's not. It's not what anyone came for.
Yeah.
No.
On to the good stuff. The stuff we're still going to be watching. Yeah. First one for me is Aoharu X Machinegun.
Okay.
I'm going to keep watching it. It's intriguing so far, but it's, one thing I don't like, what I told you off camera, it's we're on Host Club, like almost to the T with the plot points. Mm-hmm. So I'm not liking that. I'm hoping they switch it up a little bit and go in a different direction. But it's cool. She goes to this Host Club. She breaks a lot of shit fighting this guy. And then she's in debt. So the main character has to join this like BB gun 3-on-3 war team where they go out and it's like paintball, but they're playing with real BB guns.
That sounds better than Host Club.
Absolutely. So I'm excited for it. There's action, like, and it's good action. So that's really, really good. It has me intrigued. I'm just hoping they take a few left turns where Host Club took a right, and you'll have me.
Cool.
Another one for me is Gate. I saw Gate was getting a lot of
hate.
A lot of hate online, yeah.
Booty hurt online.
Like, people were like, yo, this anime sucks. I'm like, wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Calm down. It's I'm not gonna lie, it's a slow start. Mm-hmm. But not that slow. Like, their world building, the other world, essentially a gate opens in Japan and you go to the fantasy world.
Yeah, it's parallel world.
It's parallel world, exactly. And they're slowly showing you a little bit of that other world. Mm-hmm. And how effective the modern world military would be in that world. Mm-hmm. So, like, you see dragons and you see the armies marching where they bring, like, 50,000 men to come, and then you see how effective a military is from the modern day, and it's cool. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm going to keep watching. They have a lot of cool characters. We're seeing the fantasy element. They just fought, like, a really big, like... There's a moment where they look into the sun, and you see like this dragon coming through. I'm like, oh snap, it's about to go down. Mm-hmm. And then you see this bigger dragon just mouth hole that hole. I'm like, oh wow, it's really about to go down. And then I was like, yo, this is great. So I recommend it. It's pretty cool. Ushio and Tora, I'm gonna keep watching that as well. Ushio and Tora.
I got like 3 ups in, but I was getting the feeling that. This is like, he's just grinding, like he's just defeating whatever bad guy there is in this episode, and he's just going to keep doing that for a while.
I have the same fear that it's going to be the monster of the week kind of anime.
And that got kind of old for me back in like 2002. Like, I was kind of over it by then. So now I'm just getting that feeling all over again.
I agree. But it's Studio Mappa, and they're absolutely crushing the show. Yes. It is a bad guy of the week anime. But each episode is a good episode. Mm. So I'm hoping they introduce like a bigger adversary soon. So it's not so much bad guy of the week. Yeah. But man, it's cleanly animated. They're doing cool stuff. It's freaking great. So yeah, Ushio and Tora, highly recommend it. I didn't get to see much of it yet, but I started watching Overlord. Yeah. Overlord's cool looking. It's well, like we talked about it before. Mm-hmm. We're possibly reaching MMO fatigue. Yeah, in the anime.
Virtual reality is almost getting old already. Yeah, like it was popular and then went away for like a decade or something, and then like a popular virtual reality MMO anime came out, and now it's just kind of saturating almost every other season.
Mm-hmm. We got like 4 new anime virtual reality in like within a year and a half.
Yeah, no. So, about that.
But this actually looks pretty cool. The guy stays logged into the server after the last day, and he's like an NPC in that live world now. Mm-hmm. And it's cool seeing him interact with what used to be NPCs that didn't do anything. Yeah. So
and it's Madhouse, so you know this is actually being done well.
It's clean.
Yes, it's just being done well.
It's Madhouse. Clean. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna keep watching. So I recommend that as well for the summer season.
Cool.
And one of my last ones, this might possibly be my favorite one for the summer season, which is A Boring World Where Dirty Jokes Don't Exist. This show is so funny. One of the things, this is what I was talking to you about earlier, you don't get to see the perverted female character a lot.
Yes.
in anime.
Yes.
Like usually she's the female character is the one that's smacking the guy for being a pervert, and the female character, the female lead in this is so perverted, it's hysterical.
Yes.
Like the intro theme just has me. We were singing it earlier.
What's cool about this show is it's ecchi without the ecchi.
Yeah.
Because they literally cannot do ecchi in this show.
It's illegal.
It's illegal. It's prohibited.
In that world.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, they have like little collars, and if they even start mentioning any type of like dirty word, like the police show up, and it's been like this for like 10 years, like a law passed in Japan, where just no dirty jokes are allowed. The thing monitors like their handwriting, so if they draw like penises or boobs, like the police come in. They're not allowed to do anything. Everything's been burned, and this girl who wants to say these dirty things, she's a terrorist.
She's a dirty joke terrorist.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
It's awesome. It's absolutely hilarious too.
Oh, highly recommend it. That might be my favorite for the season. It's either that or one other show.
Okay, cool. So I'm still watching Rokka. Rokka's fantastic.
Rokka's my possible other favorite for this season.
Rokka is absolutely fantastic. I mean, off the bat, episode 1, great fantasy. Like, this is a great fantasy world.
It's so clean.
So clean. Main character is very likable. Like, he's almost a cocky a-hole, but he's super likable.
But he's super likable.
Yeah, he's not.
He's
like,
nice about it.
Yeah, he's not like an emo douchebag or anything like that that you receive from other like popular protagonists of other anime.
No,
you know,
he's a nice dude who's extremely confident in himself.
Yes. Yep.
It borderlines arrogance. He's extremely confident in himself. Mm-hmm. The action's great.
Yep. The other characters are really cool too. Like all these other characters. Yeah, great story. All these other characters like have their own specialty in powers. So it's a well mix. It's a very good mix of characters in the show. Just great fantasy, and you kind of get a fantasy almost every season. Mm-hmm. But I feel that this fantasy, like just off the bat, just
it's kind of
took
standing
it to
out.
the top.
Yeah, it's standing out among the rest.
Yes, which is great. Great show. My next one, something everyone should be watching, honestly, Gangsta.
Gangsta.
If you do not have a subscription to Funimation, get one.
Gangsta.
Gangsta, and we recommend the dub of Gangsta.
Gangsta. It's good.
So good. Honestly, so far,
for me, for this season, it's a
better?
tie.
Is this better than Black Lagoon?
Maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe. We'll have to wait till it finishes.
Yeah. One's finished, one isn't.
But who's the winner for the summer so far? For me, it's a 3-way tie between A Boring World, Rokka, and Gangster.
Yes.
Gangsta
is so strong.
Good. It's a strong.
So good. If you want more of a mature theme anime.
Yes.
There's no bubbly 14-year-old girl squealing in your voice. No, this is an adult-oriented show.
We've seen one character who's like under the age of 20.
Yeah, but it's not like that. No.
It's all adults.
Yeah.
This is an adult-centric show.
Yes, just watch one episode, you understand what we're talking about.
It's dark, it's gritty, it's dirty.
Yes.
It's Gangsta.
Something we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
For dirty, I'm still watching Prison School. Now, hear me out. There's a lot of people that are just they don't like it. They can't. I don't want to say they can't handle it, but it is very grotesque. I do agree.
It's different.
Yeah. I remember telling you to watch some, and it's different, but I find it hilarious. I find the characters very engaging, very likable.
This is the
and
thing.
They're so weird.
This was originally on my no list. If you guys remember, I was like, no, I'm not watching this. Mm-hmm. And Cody convinced me to try an episode. Mm-hmm. Prison shows in general get me. When they show in the prison... Yeah. And that's what's really got me. I don't really find the show that funny, but the story that they're telling, I'm like, I want to see more of the story.
Yes.
Where are you guys going with
Yes.
this? Like, that actually has me intrigued.
Because they're trying to stay in prison long enough so their sentence is done, but the people that are putting them in prison are trying to make them mess up on purpose so they get, like, expelled. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what?
Yes, the story they're telling.
It's great. And they're putting them through constant torture, constant abuse. But the way it's done, it's very ecchi.
Yeah, it's very ecchi.
Very nasty.
It's very
sweaty. I find it hilarious, though.
The show's weird.
Yeah, it's very weird in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last one on my list that finally started, like halfway through the summer season?
Yeah, it took a while to get a few episodes going.
Yeah. Biufotable God Eater.
God Eater.
So if you're familiar with that name, I found out it's actually from like a video game. And when I watched like the first 2 eps, and I was sitting there and I'm like, why does it feel like I'm watching a video game? Like just a giant cutscene from a JRPG video game.
It's amazing what they did with the art in this anime.
Yes. I find it weird. It was a little too like shiny, too oil pastel-y for me.
Well,
but it's unique in a clean and in a good way.
It's an interesting blend. I was telling somebody else about this. It's similar to Appleseed. Mm-hmm. And well, in Appleseed, they have realistic backgrounds with a cel-shaded 3D character. Mm-hmm. This has realistic drawn backgrounds.
Yes.
With what you said, like a pastel type painting character. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It still animates amazing because it's ufotable.
Yes.
So you know it's clean. It's the same people who did Fate Stay Night. Mm-hmm. The animation on this, I'm like, yes, mm-hmm. this. Yes, more of this.
Yes.
It's super clean show. They're doing cool things with their characters.
They're doing very cool things.
Their weapons. I'm like, yeah.
The world building's a little weird in this because the only world building you're really getting is by flashbacks. Like just random flashbacks that are tossed in there.
That's the only drawback I've had from this show so far.
But if you're familiar with any type of video game like that, that's what they do, like in the game.
In between each level, you'll get a small flashback.
You'll get a small flashback of what happened. It's literally
anything.
Just like a video game, like you're watching a video game.
So yeah.
Main character is likable.
Dude, no, he's not likable. He's lovable.
Dude,
he's awesome.
Great.
He's like, screw you guys. I'm gonna do me, but I'm still gonna follow orders. But I'm gonna do me.
Yes.
I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yes.
And you're not crying about it, Aaron.
Oh.
Like him a lot.
Yes.
Good show. God Eater.
3 eps you watch on Crunchyroll. So that's going to do it for Manny and I's list from this summer 2015 season. Let us know if you're watching something different or if you don't agree with our list. There's a lot to watch, honestly. There's some that we didn't even get to really in detail, like Rambo Kitan. What was it? Classroom Crisis, Charlotte. There's a bunch out there that even we don't have time to watch everything. But definitely let us know in the comments below what you think of our list, what you're watching from this season. Also share and subscribe if you're already not a subscriber so you get the latest updates when we drop a video. And give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down depending on how you feel about our anime list from this season.
Hell yeah.
So I've been Cody.
I'm Manny.
And we'll see you next time.
Let your friends gas you up like maneuver gear. Thinking I won't eat you and keep the bones as a souvenir. Teeth sharper than the ones found in the shark's beluga sphere. And when I'm up against that wall, you know that doom is near.